Mayor Mike Purzycki and the city's official Historically Black Colleges and Universities Ambassador Stephen A. Smith are hosting the second annual HBCU Gala to honor individuals who have demonstrated significant commitment to HBCUs and to raise money for this year's 2020 HBCU Week.
The HBCU Week Gala was born out of HBCU Week, and it's critically important that we continue to have this initiative because here we gather all the HBCU Week supporters and we honor those who are alum and those who have demonstrated a commitment to these institutions. So the more that we do this, the more we can get the community excited about the upcoming HBCU Week in September.
This year, the cost for the second annual HBCU Week Gala was covered by Bank of America.
What HBCUs do is aligned to everything that we believe in, which is, we want a diverse and inclusive workforce that is reflective of the communities that we serve. And quite frankly, this is a wonderful event to support those folks that are attending HBCUs, provide opportunities. If you think about it, across our country, there's an opportunity divide that exists. And the work that the HBCUs do help to close that opportunity divide. And from our standpoint, to support those institutions in their mission to create opportunities for young people that aspire to do more is great, and it's aligned to what we believe in. Quite frankly, we want our people to reflect the communities that we're a part of. And how better to do that to partner and support HBCUs in their message.
The Warehouse, a dynamic new space in Northeast Wilmington designed for teens by teens, was one of the gala's table sponsors.
Providing access to post-secondary education, college, the HBCU, this event is everything. Making sure that we eliminate those barriers, that we expose our youth to a higher education. I'm so proud of the city, the mayor, and all of the partners that are around this. Ashley and Earl have done a tremendous job of taking this thing to the next level, and I just see greater and greater future for not only this event, but more importantly for our youth in the city of Wilmington and the state of Delaware.
Wilmington Mayor Mike Purzycki has been instrumental in supporting HBCU Week events. Since the inception of HBCU Week, nearly $4 million in scholarships have been awarded.
What this represents is some imagination, the will, commitment, and resources to do something grand. It happened because of Ashley, Christopher, and Earl Cooper, who brought the idea to Tanny Washington, my chief of staff, and to me. And it sounded like something that was worth taking a chance on, and it started small but pretty encouraging, and then it got bigger, and then of course last year they blew the roof off the 76ers building with 3,500 kids and $4 million in scholarships, 1,200 or 1,300 kids admitted on the spot. It showed us that there was this great demand and there was an unmet need, and we wanted to put the two together, and we wound up with a great result.
Last year, ESPN sports commentator Stephen A. Smith was announced as Wilmington's official HBCU ambassador. Smith made history in the city of Wilmington, Delaware by broadcasting First Take in the first state during HBCU Week. As the ambassador, he returned to this year's HBCU Week Gala to open the city's annual celebration of HBCUs, HBCU Week, and the HBCU College Fair.
Anytime we have an opportunity to duplicate or eclipse that level of success, it's something that you've got to move forward and do. I mean, I'm very, very proud to be associated with it. The mayor's office here had this in the works, and it was going on for the first couple of years before I ever got involved, before they asked me to get involved last year. And it's just been one of the proudest things that I've ever done in my career, to bring attention to HBCUs, to help assist in gaining opportunities for those, for African Americans out there and others from disenfranchised communities, to make sure there's a connection there between them and HBCUs, to heighten awareness about HBCUs and all that it has to offer. I mean, that in and of itself is very, very special for me. But on a personal level, considering the fact that I'm a graduate of Winston-Salem State University, which is an HBCU, that I played for the legendary coach Clarence Big House Games, who was like a father to me, all he did was give to me. He never took anything from me. And all he asked of me was one thing and one thing only. Don't forget, reach back. And so for me, anytime that I do something positive for HBCUs, it's a tribute and a testament to him, his greatness, and his willingness to give this little kid from Hollis, Queens, New York City, an opportunity to come and be a part of an HBCU, which is exactly what he did.
The 2020 HBCU Week Gala welcomed attendees on the red carpet and honored individuals with awards.
To be recognized like this is a humbling experience because when I started my career back in 1978, there weren't many African Americans in positions in the media of making decisions. And that's one reason why I got into this business. And to be here tonight kind of represents the fact that we're making progress. More progress needs to be made. And I'm kind of proud of the fact that all of this commitment that we have here tonight underscores just how far we've come, but it also represents how far we still need to go. So to be a part of what we're doing tonight means a whole lot.
Everybody doesn't get celebrated for the great things that they do. We're honoring my boss tonight. A lot of people don't know what he does and how great he is. They think that we're here because of Stephen A. He's the one that gave the approval. Without his saying yes, First Take doesn't show up for HBCU Week last week. He's the one with the authority to say yay or nay to it, and he's the one that said yes in seconds. And so I think that when you consider that, it's incredibly important that people see that they know about those things, and they recognize that some of the greatest contributors to our society in the workplace, in corporate America and beyond, are people you either never know about or people you may know about, but you really don't know specifically what they did to get to where they are.
During the 2018 HBCU Week, the Chemours Company donated $400,000 to support their Future of Chemistry Scholarships program that awards students who will study in the STEM fields at historically black colleges and universities. During this year's HBCU Week Gala, Chemours announced that their Future of Chemistry Scholarships program will extend for 10 years, awarding $2.2 million in scholarships.
In the next 5 years, there will be more than 1 million science, technology, engineering, and math jobs available. And we simply cannot fill those jobs unless we start to look for the best and brightest talent that we can find in places that have historically been underrepresented in our industry. So historically, African Americans, Latinos, people of color have been underrepresented in chemistry, but those are the best and brightest students, and we have not gone after them. And so for us, supporting the HBCU program is our way of connecting Chemours to this untapped pool of talent that have historically been overlooked, but should not have been overlooked because they really represent the future and are really talented and is exactly what our industry needs.
This is amazing. I think we're really on to something. How do we do the best job that we can in developing Wilmington is developing our children. And this event and everyone coming out in a sold-out capacity, providing money so that even children like my grandchildren can go to HBCUs. We are really on the right path. This is what governance is all about.
Nia Anderson, who attends Howard University, was one of the first 4 students to have been awarded a $10,000 scholarship from the Chemours Company.
This scholarship was a blessing for me. I wouldn't be where I am today without it. It has made going to the school of my dreams possible, and now that I'm at Howard, I'm getting involved in a bunch of things that I never thought I would have the opportunity to. But Chemours and HBCU Week, attending HBCU Week my senior year of high school, it's really just provided me with these opportunities, and so I'm eternally grateful.
It's important to recognize the kids themselves for their outstanding work. It's important to recognize individuals who are supporting this effort, and it's very important for us to reveal to the community at large the depth of our soul, the depth of who we are, that this is a high priority for us. And so it all kind of comes together during nights like this and when we actually have the college fair during that fabulous week. It tells the world what our priorities are.
The rich history of America's historically black colleges and universities began before the end of slavery, flourished in the 20th century, and profoundly influenced the course of the nation for over 150 years.
HBCUs are a critical part of America's past, present, and future, and HBCU Week here in Wilmington, Delaware, last year really opened the eyes of lots of young Wilmingtonians and Delawareans to what an amazing opportunity there is out there for getting a college education that's accessible, that's welcoming, that's affordable, and that's a great education. So I was so excited last year at how many scholarships were secured, how many young people accepted offers of educational opportunities, and I am excited to see this year, this second annual HBCU Week, just how many more folks see the doors of opportunity open to them.
When you think about the different professions, 80% of all black judges started at an HBCU. 50% of all black teachers started at the HBCU. So our ability to raise the profile of those quality people and the work they're doing in their communities is significant and can't be overstated. So when you add a Mayor Purzycki and a Stephen A. Smith to that mix, it just raises the brand profile. And for my bet, we are the most important institutions in higher education because you can't get a more comprehensive education and equity for all than at a HBCU.
HBCUs have proven their commitment to recognize and produce leaders and visionaries.
I work for a Fortune 100 company now in a very important position, but I never would have imagined that for myself when I was a freshman on the campus of Clark Atlanta University. And so I was a shy girl who didn't have a lot of confidence and just had big dreams but no way of figuring out how to get there. And so it's okay to, not know what you're going to do yet. It's okay when your voice shakes and you're a little shy and you don't want to, network. But in the end, you've got to trust the process. And so set your vision, make it plain, and take a step every single day to make it happen.
HBCU alumni have diverse experiences and career paths, but they share one thing in common: a love and appreciation for their respective alma maters.
I'm a product of HBCUs, two of them. I went to Howard University for undergrad and University of DC for law school. And it means so much to me because those experiences have really shaped my life and the person that I am today. It means so much to go to a university. Representation matters. So when you have professors that look like you and colleagues in the classroom that look like you, you are much more likely to excel at a higher rate. So I just want to get my arms around all the black and brown kids in our communities and let them know you too can go to an HBCU and be just as successful and even more successful as me and my other alum that are counterparts.
It's an experience. Not only the academics, the networking, the friendships, the sisterhoods and brotherhoods that I experience and that I have. I actually have friends that I've met that we're actually like family now. So it's actually networking and getting an education, but building a bond with others that have common interests as you enter your adulthood. It's an experience that's great to have.
To promote awareness among local students and their families about the importance of HBCUs, ESPN's First Take with HBCU Week Ambassador Stephen A. Smith will return this year during Wilmington's HBCU Week, along with the Annual College Fair, Battle of the Bands, and other series of events. You can visit www.hbcuweek.org for the latest information. Reporting in Wilmington, Delaware, Yesenia Tavares, 22 News.